Hello YouTube, Ronnie. Got David in the passenger seat there. It's been about, I guess, 3 weeks to a month since I made a video. Really ain't had much going on around here. I tried to make a video last weekend. I picked up another little lease place. Went to buy some cows. I bought 3 cows. It's just a little 40-acre place. I'm gonna put 5-6 cows on there. So I went and bought some cows from Elizabeth and Leonard over there at Rockin' LE. Well, David wasn't with me, so I went to go load them and everything myself, which is no problem. But evidently I hit the wrong button on the GoPro and it made it fast forward. So I did about 15 minutes of video in about 12 seconds. So anyway, today we're gonna go do a little bush hog shredding job. It's about an acre. I brought the M111 and the flex wing, the 12-foot. Way overkill for what I'm doing, but after we leave here, I've got one of my hay pastures that it ain't great, but it's got a bunch of weed and stuff in it right now, so we're gonna go and shred that 20 acres after we're done with this. Excuse me. Been kind of waiting for the fertilizer on that place and weed killer to see what's gonna happen in the rain department. We got 2 1/4 inches, I think, in the last 2 weeks. So I went and looked at it. I'm gonna go ahead and shred it, and then I've ordered some of that Texas Pasture Plus. I ordered the organic. So I'm not doing it because it's organic. It's just that one goes in the soil and works on the microbes in the soil. Once I put that herbicide with it, it's not organic anyway. So anyway, we'll get back with you here in a little bit. Well, this is that. This is what I came over here to cook. I don't know if you can see it. But it's about an acre, which won't take me long at all. It's just I'm gonna go do that 20 acres or 25 acres after this. Where I'm gonna start it today, I don't know. And then we gotta go look at a place that wants to haul some cows, but they're longhorns. So we gotta go look at that and see if, I wanna see how big these horns are, because if they're bringing them real big horns, if they're not yearlings or something like that, I won't haul them because I'll rip my tarps. But, so this is all it is right here. Look at that, doggone. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that gearbox is loose there. Let me go check it out. Yep, it's loose. 3 of the 4 bolts. Y'all can't tell, I know that, but that one's kind of tight there, but you look at this here. So let me go ahead and tighten these up. I noticed, I looked back there and I saw that thing shaking like that. But I don't know why this gearbox does it all the time. But all right, let me tighten her up. back on this little property that I was doing yesterday. This is 23, 24 acres. I use it as a hay patch. It's not the best hay, but I don't know. I always like how I watch them guys up there in the north that says, you know, it's better than eating a snowbank. It don't get much snow down here like y'all know, but I guess it'll make a turd. So I was just kind of waiting to see what was going to happen on the rain, like I was saying yesterday. So we did finally get a couple of inches, 2 1/4 inches of gas. I'm looking in the future cast. It looks like the El Nino or the La Nina is kind of giving up a little bit, so we're expecting some average rainfall, I think, for May. Talking 3 to 4 inches, which is fine for me. So I went ahead and, like I said, I ordered that Texas Pasture, the organic. I'm going to spray this next week. I think next week we got a chance. Tuesday of 20%, Wednesday of 60%, Thursday of 40%. So I'll probably spray it next weekend. Just depends on what's going on. Hold on here. I got to watch right in this area, right yonder. There's a hole, pretty big hole. I don't know if it's a coyote den or if it's going to be a sinkhole or a patio right yonder. That's undone. I hit it a couple. I've had this place for, I think this is my 3rd season. Like I said, it's dang near a free place. I pay, well, I don't really pay. I give the lady that owns it 5% of the hay, which last year I got 40 bales out of here. I did 1 cutting. I got 40 bales out of here. The year before that I got 20 bales or 19 bales. But it's it's real sandy soil. It's like a damn near blow sand, like a beach sand. So it doesn't grow great. But you know, when other people have to charge $100 a bale or whatever, I've got this will feed my cows. Like I said, you know, I feed cubes and, you know, protein tubs and all that anyway, so this is just a little filler for me. But I've been here already about an hour. It's 8:27. I got here somewhere around about 7:15 or so and jumped in the tractor. I've probably got maybe 5 or 6 acres left to do, which is another hour or so. But I know it's been a while since I've had the videos, like I said. You know, I really don't have much to do right now. I've got to go maybe today. We went and looked at some longhorn cows. One of my guys, I've done some I've shredded for them, I've disced for them, and I've cut some hay for them 1 time a piece. And he wants me to see if I can haul some cattle out of there. He's got longhorns, and where I was worried about is how these longhorns, I don't know if they had the big longhorns like a longhorn, but or these kind of yearlings or something like that. I wanted to see his pens. He wanted me to see if I could get my trailer in there. I think I can get my trailer in backed up, but I don't know if I'm gonna take my trailer or my son's. He's an older feller, so I told him we'd come and help him try to pin them and all that and separate them for him. You know, my son, he don't even like me doing that anymore. He says I'm getting too old for it. I can't move as fast as I used to. We had him an old waspy cow here a while back, and I was cutting the calf off of her, and we had got her in the trailer and this and that, and we took it to the auction barn, and we were there on a Wednesday because I've been trying to catch her for a week or 2, and I could never catch her. You know, as soon as I had David hiding there, and you know, I'd feed him in that dang pen and all that. And had David hiding in there, you know, around the tree or something. And she'd look at David, you know, she's gone. Well, one day it's on a Wednesday, went and fed him in there. All these other guys went in there, and then she sat outside the gate probably about 100 feet, 150 feet, and she just wouldn't move. So after about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, you know, I tell David, let's go. So I go get him in the UTV, and I'm going, and I turn around, and sure enough, she just looks. And so I kind of go back around behind her. She took off into the pen. I said, shit, we hammered down, and we went and got close the gate. Well, we got her loaded up in that trailer. It was, I think it was a couple extra calves in there that I was trying to cut out or something. So we got to the auction barn, and we just backed up to a chute there, and I unloaded them, and I was going to cut them out. And I got in that pen with her, and she wasn't all bluff, you know. And David, get out of there, Dad. You're too old. You're too fat. You're too slow for this. And I'm not gonna lie, he's right. I'm getting too old for this. I can't move like I used to, you know. But I mean, I would never admit that to him unless he sees this video and he's like, I told you, Dad, you know how he's 18 years old and he knows everything. But I don't know. Anyway, today's Saturday, April 26th, I think. David rides tonight. He's gonna go ride some broncs, so y'all wish him good luck. I don't know if I'm gonna get that. I don't know if I'm gonna get this video out today or tomorrow. It depends on what we have going on the rest of the day. If I can help that guy move them cows or whatever. If not, we'll try to load some in the morning or pin some in the morning before David goes to work, and he can take his little 16-footer. And if we just catch 1, 2, or 3 in there, we'll just throw them in that trailer and move them on down the road. I don't know how long it's been since he sold cattle. So he's got a bunch of inbred bulls, and just, I don't know. At today's prices, oh well, get rid of them, you know. And then also knock that feed bill off. He's got land like this. His place is right up yonder there, probably about 2 miles. And he's got a place like this, and I cut his 20 acres one time. I got 19 bales. So this sand ain't great out here. But anyway, on this Kubota here, y'all know it's about 6 months old, I guess, I think. I got 82.7 hours on it. Oh, I gotta watch this spot again. I have no complaints, but you know, I never have complained about a Kubota. I'm a Kubota fan now. You know, this is my 3rd one. I mean, I complained about that last M71. It just was underpowered for me, but that was me. That's nothing to do with the tractor. It was a good tractor. I mean, I only had it for 2 or 3 months. But this one here, I've got 82.7 hours on it. I haven't worked it really hard yet. I've done some disking jobs, you know, tillage. I've done some shredding, and that's really about it. But it's comfortable. Runs great. I've used about 169 gallons of fuel, I think, is what I've used on this thing so far. 170 gallons. But again, no complaints on this tractor. Of course, I'll stay Kubota. You know, my service guys around here are great. My sales guys are great. The parts guys that I use in Floresville, those guys are awesome, so I never have any worries. And really, that's about it. Hopefully we'll start getting into There's one sinkhole, I guess. There's the other. I think I fell off, and I think there's one more. There's another one somewhere. Yeah, this place looks like crap, I know. You know, like, what the hell are y'all doing? That's what you're probably thinking. What the hell is this kid doing? Well, I ain't a kid, but, you know, there's probably some 80-year-old man out there that's calling me a kid and saying, yeah, he got no sense. Yeah, this area right here doesn't do any good on hay, really. But out there, there's some coastal in there. But anyway,